Hello everyone, this is Kyle, and this is your Lab 3 for using backtrack and pen testing tools. In this lab we're going to go over ARP spoofing, ARP poisoning, sniffing with Wireshark, and sniffing with dsniff. So before we get started, make sure you have the new set of VMware Lab 3 files. That is really important. You won't be able to do the lab without them. In addition, as always, make sure your VMs are on VMnet 1 so that you do not commit any crime. Once you've gotten your Backtrack 5 machine up and your Ubuntu machine up and your Windows machine resumed, let's go ahead and look at some ARP spoofing and ARP poisoning. Now, ARP spoofing allows us to see traffic meant for other IP addresses, and ARP poisoning does the same, but usually does not send traffic through to its actual destination. So, as a result, it's a little more noticeable. Probably will be noticed right away on any enterprise network due to the lack of traffic flow. So first, let's go ahead and open our terminal window and enter ettercap -G. This will open the ettercap GUI, and so in here we can do our ARP poison. So select sniff and then do unified sniffing. And you can select whichever interface is, or network interface is yours. Mine is ETH0, yours is probably the same. And once in here, go ahead and select hosts and then scan for hosts. So you'll notice that it says it added 4 hosts to the list. So if we go to host and then host list, it'll show us everything that it found. Now, of course, it won't show us our own IP address, so that's good. So in order to do an ARP poison on the Ubuntu VM, we're going to go ahead and add the router as target 1 and add the Ubuntu machine as target 2. Also note that if you don't select any targets here, it'll just poison everything, so be aware of that. Now, to verify that you have the correct target, go to targets and then current targets, and it'll show you what you have. So if you need to add or delete anything from here, you can do that as well. So finally, let's go to MITM for man in the middle and then select ARP poisoning. And then we can click OK, and it will begin the ARP poison. So now we have successfully ARP poisoned 2 hosts. This is one way to do it. I prefer a different way that we're going to look at in just a moment. So why don't we go ahead and end this attack. So select man in the middle again and do stop MITM attacks, and it'll stop it. Now once it's stopped, you can exit out of here. And now let's do just a regular ARP spoof using the terminal line. So go to the terminal, and the command to do this is ARP spoof -T, so this is target 1. And then we'll do 192.168.1.130. And you don't have to do this in any particular order as far as the IP addresses, since we're going to do it both ways. So we have to open up another terminal window while that is running and do ARP spoof, and the other way around. And now while this is running, this will give us the traffic for each of these, or that are destined for each of these. So, or between these 2 machines rather. So let's minimize them. And now let's use Wireshark to look at this traffic. So go to Applications, Backtrack. Then we're going to do Information Gathering, Network Analysis, Network Traffic Analysis, and then select Wireshark. So go ahead and click OK. And here we are going to begin sniffing on our network interface. So just select ETH0 and click Start. This will give us all the traffic. Notice all the ARP traffic that we're generating here because of our ARP spoof. And in addition, we should see some traffic from our Windows XP machine. So let it run for a period of time, and then as well you can click this button up here in order to stop it, and then you can save the data by clicking this button once it's stopped. So notice we got some FTP traffic here, and this is from, who is it from? It looks like it's being sent between the XP machine and the Ubuntu machine, and it looks like it's an insecure FTP, as you can see right here the username is admin and the password is right here. So if we want to filter just to look at FTP traffic, in case you maybe missed that and it's scrolling down more, we can select FTP, click apply, and this will show us only the FTP traffic that's available. In addition, it looks like, by the way, it also looks like they've tried to log in again, but we can go in and click statistics and then conversations. And in here it shows us everybody that it's captured from, the addresses, will that be IPv4, IPv6, or otherwise, and so we can look at who is sending the most traffic as well as the sort of traffic that they're sending in these different tabs here. So close out of that. And we can actually close out of this, even though we've gotten the username and password, or if you even like to save it, you could do that if you'd like. Now let's open a new terminal. We can keep our ARP spoof going, and let's enter the command dsniff. And now it'll just automatically listen on our network device, and this listens for any username and passwords that are being sent over protocols like FTP, Telnet, SMTP, HTTP, and a lot of other protocols, to be honest. And it will specifically show us usernames and passwords, so it's a pretty easy way to grab stuff like that on an unsecure network. So if we wait a few moments, the XP machine will actually send another FTP request to it. To the Ubuntu machine, that is. So I'm going to pause this while we wait. And there you go. This is what you should be seeing. It tells us the username and the password. So and again, it looks like it tells us exactly where it's coming from the XP machine to the Ubuntu machine. So it looks like on the Ubuntu machine there is an FTP user named admin and with the password. So remember this for the next lab, and I will see you next time. Thanks.